is going on here? Ay, goodness gracious. Um, oh, wait. There we go. Okay, then. I think this is going to work now. Let's go see. Ay, my goodness. Honestly, the issues I have with mics. It's never ending. Darlings, how are you guys doing? It is hot, 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 and some more hot. It is hot as Hades up in these parts and in other parts of the world and the country, I bet. So, anywho, I should not put too much stock in that. I'm just going to say I am grateful for everything and anything. I am grateful. And so we have here on our screen, unfortunately, the mugshots of Sean Kingston and his mother Janice. I mean, wasn't he like a big was he up and coming, or was it like full blown rapper some years back? I know he had done um, a collab with Justin Bieber for his song "Beautiful Girls," right? Was that it? Um, and some other songs that he had, which had gone like they were pretty like popular. So unfortunately, he's just been indicted indicted with his mother on a $1 million fraud scheme. Like, what happened to all the money he earned as a singer slash rapper? Let's do a quick dive in. Per the New York Post, rapper Sean Kingston, 34, whose real name is Kishan Anderson, and his mother, Janice Turner, 61 years of age, made their first appearance in Florida federal court on Friday. That makes it yesterday? After being indicted for wire fraud in a phony scheme to buy more than $1 million worth of luxury items. Um, I don't. I just want to say, if you don't already have the money for it, just don't. You know? I mean, you can always admire from afar. You know what I mean? If you don't have the money, you don't even have like more than half of the money to cover the payment for whatever the item is. And this goes for everybody. Just please, save up a little bit more and then you'll get it. It's like, what is this now? Delayed gratification. You're like, oh, when you finally like get the item or whatever it is that you were saving for in your hands, you're like, oh, you get that feeling. But anyhow, so back to Sean Kingston and his mother, both were indicted by a grand jury on July 11th on one count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and five counts of wire fraud. This is according to the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of Florida. Each count carries a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison. And the duo are alleged to have made false claims that they had executed bank wires and other payments for high end items like cars and jewelry, again, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office. Further, the state warrant said that from October to March, would that be like last year into this year, the duo stole nearly $500,000 from a Cadillac Escalade dealer and $86,000 from the maker of customized beds. $86,000? What kind of bed? I mean, okay, anyway, going off on a tangent here. Prosecution prosecutors further allege Kingston would persuade businesses to quote unquote stray from their regular business practices and hand over the items before actually receiving full payment. Like, is this a common practice for the rich and famous, to just like kind of leverage their celebrity to get an item upfront and then pay later? I mean, in this case, it is being alleged that Sean Kingston leveraged his celebrity without actually paying for it in the end. It was also first reported that Kingston was arrested in May of this year in California while he was getting ready to perform at Fort Irwin, an army training base in the Mojave Desert. His mother was arrested on the same day at Kingston's rented Fort Lauderdale mansion during a SWAT raid. So prior to, he was already serving a 2-year probation sentence for trafficking stolen property. And this is according to reports. His mother had in 2006 pleaded guilty to bank fraud for stealing more than $160,000 and served more than a year in prison, also according to reports. So currently, both Kingston and his mother Janice are free. Kingston being free on $10,000 cash bond, and his mother being free on a $5,000 cash bond, but both must appear before the federal court on their next court date of August 9th. Uh, per his mother's attorney, they intend to vigorously defend these charges. It is kind of interesting though, because Kingston's attorney has not actually spoken publicly to make a statement on his behalf. Maybe they're like uber busy, I mean, hello. I'm just saying. Billable hours, honey. I hope that they both got really good lawyers. I hope that, for the people who are alleged to have been like stolen from by the duo, allegedly. I hope that they get their money back and or the items back that they can hopefully still resell, right? Like one businessman who filed a lawsuit against Kingston. His name is Dennis Card. He told a local news station that Kingston lures people by using his celebrity into again releasing items that he wants or maybe wants to procure, and maybe makes promises with like, oh, I'll wire you the money, but then he never does. So I don't know. I feel like it's sad because a lot of celebrities and even pseudo celebrities don't really have the kind of like financial guidance that they should get, at the onset. And I realize it's like a dog eat dog world sort of business. So if you really don't have people that are solid and on your side and just wants truly, truly the best for you, yeah, you will end up overinflating your potentially already inflated ego, and it just gets out of hand from there to like constantly want to show off things like items that you don't actually own. And I'm not directly pertaining to just Sean Kingston, but just people in general. It's like leasing a BMW because you can't actually buy it, I mean, no offense if that is your thing, because you don't want to just like, you know You want to have like the experience of driving one without being stuck to pay for it. I don't know however many months you have to pay for it if you were to own it, but for those people who just want to flash luxury but can't really afford it, that's what I'm saying. It's like, mm, it's time to really do a deep dive and reset your priorities. I mean, jeez, honestly, what a waste. What a waste. I mean, why would you want that on your record? Period. Anyway, darlings, as I say, let's always try to stay fabulous and try to live within our means and try to leave grace for others, even though it's difficult. And never forget to journey in gratitude. So that's just what we have in the Sean Kingston thing. Just wanted to just share it. And again, people, let's remember to live within our means. Okay, then. I shall see you all, darling, fabulous people, later. Bye.